Okay, so good day, grade 9 CSS students. Welcome to our new topic for today. So let us have a recap. So last time we watched about LAN cabling, which refers to the physical infrastructure that connects network devices within a local area network. So it includes the cables, connectors, and related components used to establish wired connections between computers, servers, switches, routers, and other network devices in a specific area. We also discussed how to make a straight through and crossover cables, the tools, equipment, and materials needed for LAN cabling. Alright, so for today's video, atin namang aalamin ang panibagong lesson about network devices and network topologies. But before we proceed, so these are the words included in our unlocking of difficulties that we will encounter during our discussion. Okay, first is bridge, a network device that connects two separate network segments at the data link layer, filtering traffic based on MAC addresses to improve network efficiency. Next is bus, a network topology where all devices are connected to a single communication line, sharing the same communication medium. Next, hub, a network device that connects multiple devices in a LAN, broadcasting data to all connected devices. Next, hybrid, a network topology that combines two or more different network topologies, such as a mix of star and ring topologies. So next is LAN or local area network that connects devices within a limited geographic area like a home, office, or school. Next is MAN or stands for Metropolitan Area Network, a network that covers a larger geographic area than a LAN but smaller than a WAN or wide area network, typically within a city. Next, mesh, a network topology where each device is connected to every other device, creating multiple paths for data to travel. Next is modem, a device that modulates and demodulates analog signals to enable digital data transmission over telephone or cable lines. Network, a group of interconnected devices that can communicate and share resources. Point to point, a network connection established between two specific devices, allowing direct communication between them. Next is ring, a network topology where devices are connected in a circular loop with data flowing in one direction. And last, a network topology that combines multiple star topologies into a hierarchical structure often used in large networks like the internet. So that is 3. Okay, so these are our learning objectives for this discussion. First, differentiate between network devices and network topologies. Second, choose the appropriate topologies in a network. And third is value the importance of knowing network devices and network topologies. Okay, so first define what is network. It's a group of interconnected computers or devices that can be communicate, share resources, and exchange data with each other. So we have 3 network classifications. These are LAN or local area network, MAN, metropolitan area network, and WAN, wide area network. Okay, so let us know what is LAN. LAN stands for Local Area Network. It is a network that connects devices with a limited geographic area such as building, office, or home. LANs allow connected devices to communicate, share resources like printers and files, and access centralized servers like servers. Okay, sa pamamagitan ng LAN, ang mga konektadong device ay maaaring mag-communicate, mag-share mga resources tulad ng mga printers, files, at mag-access ng centralized services tulad ng mga servers. So, karaniwang ginagamit ang LAN, ang internet cables, switches, routers, at wireless access point upang mapadali yung connectivity. Okay, next. What is MAN? Or MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. It's a computer network that covers a large geographic area than a local area network. So it is typically span a city or metropolitan region connecting multiple LANs and organization with that area. Okay, so sa isang MAN or Metropolitan Area Network, so maraming computer ang maaaring mag-interact ng sabay-sabay sa isa't isa. So paggamit ng MAN ay karaniwan sa mga lugar tulad ng lungsod, maliliit na bayan, or anumang may mga malaking radius kaysa sa isang LAN. Okay, so the next is WAN or Wide Area Network. It's a telecommunication network that spans large geographic area connecting multiple local area networks and enabling communication between devices across a long distance. So when we say WAN, so ito yung pangmalawakan, so pang-international. Now let's move on to network devices. So network devices are physical hardware components that enable communication and data exchange in computer network. These devices facilitate the transmission of information between different networks, nodes such as computers, servers, and other devices. So network devices, so sila yung nagbibigay daan to communicate and exchange data sa isang computer network. So these are the example of network devices. Okay, first is router, so device that forward data packets between networks based on their IP addresses, connecting LANs and WANs. So yung router natin, siya yung nagmo-monitor at nagko-control ng network traffic upang mapabuti ang network performance at pagpapadala ng data sa isang ineffective way. Next is modems. So devices that convert digital signals to analog signals and vice versa. So enabling data transmission or over telephone or cable lines. So the works of modem, so siya lang yung transfer analog signal to digital signals. Next is network interface cards or INCS. So hardware component installed in computers to provide a physical connection and interface to a network. So as you can see, so we have a LAN port here. So once na nagkaroon ng problem yung ating LAN port sa ating computer, so we can replace it using internet or network interface card. So next is a repeater, a device that amplify and regenerate weakened network signals to extend the reach of a network. Next is gateway, devices that connect different types of networks, translating protocols to enable communication between them. Next is switches or switch. So intelligent devices that forward data packets to appropriate destination based on the MAC addresses that improve network efficiency. So be aware, so make sure na alam nyo kung alin ay yung pagkakaiba ng gateway and switch. So as you can see, magkapareho sila ng design. So if you have a computer shop or build a business regarding for computer, so make sure you need to identify kung alin ang inyong bibilhin. Okay, next, bridge. Devices that connect network segments, filtering, forwarding data based on MAC addresses to improve network performance. From the word bridge, so yung tulay, to connect hub host A to host C. So that's the purpose of bridge. Okay, next is access point. It is a wireless network devices that provide connectivity for wireless clients, enabling them to access the wired network. Okay, so as you can see in our image, so we have here a router. So router, there's no access point. So using cables to access. To provide access point, we have here, as you can see, we have access point here para makakonect yung ating mga wireless devices. For example, yung mobile phones, tablets, a laptop, etc. that need a wireless connection. Next, now let's proceed to network topology. The physical-logical arrangement and interconnection of various components such as nodes or yung devices, links or yung connections within a computer network. The network topology determines how data is transmitted, affecting the network performance, reliability, and scalability. So, itong network topology, so yung nagtatakda kung paano i-transfer yung data sa pagitan ng mga devices na nakaka-affect sa performance, reliability, and scalability ng network. So, we have different types of network topology. So, ang bawat isa ay may kanya-kanya mga benepisyo and limitation. Ang pagpili ng network topology ay mahalaga para sa pag-optimize ng network efficiency, cost, at management. Okay, now these are the example of network topology. First is bus topology. In bus topology, all devices are connected to a single cable, forming a linear network structure. So, yung advantages naman ng bus topology, of course, it is a simple, cost-effective, and easy to expand. But the disadvantages, single point of failure, performance issues with increased devices, difficult troubleshooting. Okay, so next is star topology. In star topology, all devices are connected to a central hub or switch. As you can see, when use star topology, there's have a central hub. So once na nasira yung ating central hub or there's have a problem, so all the devices connected in the central hub are affected. So that's the disadvantages. However, ang advantages naman sa star topology is easy to manage, easy to add or remove nodes, durable, low cable usage, good for small businesses. Next, we have ring topology. So each device is connected to others, forming a closed loop. So as you can see, so ring topology is a pa-circle o pabilog yung formation niya. Okay, yung advantages, organized network, easy fault identification, no central server required, high-speed data transmission, and regarding sa disadvantages, entire network fails if a single node fails. Performance degraded with more nodes, changes affect the whole network. So as you can see, since itong ay ring topology, once one cable is disconnected, meaning all the devices connected to each other have a problem as well. That's the disadvantages of ring topology. Okay, so now is a mesh topology. Every device is connected to every other device, creating a redundant links. So in advantages of mesh topology, robust, high security, high volume traffic handling, multiple paths for data transmission. But the disadvantages, it is very expensive. Why? Because they consume lots of cables, as you can see. A complex configuration and maintenance and redundant connection. So what I said earlier. So next is hybrid topology. It combines two or more topologies to optimize network performance. So the advantages combines benefits of different topologies, a flexible, easy troubleshooting. But in disadvantages, complexity in design and implementation requires compatibility between components. So as you can see, hybrid topology, a combination of different topology, such as we have a star topology, a bus topology, mesh topology. So kumbaga hybrid is a combination of different topologies. Okay, next, tree topology. So devices are arranged in a hierarchical structure with a root node. So as you can see, so the advantages of tree topology, extend bus, and star topologies, easy troubleshooting, and scalable. But the disadvantages, vulnerable root node, complex maintenance, and cable intensive. So as you can see, there's one server connection. So pag nag-fail yung kanilang server, so damay-damay pababa yung connection ng mga computer natin. So that's the disadvantages of tree topology. Okay, for comparison between network devices and network topology, so lagi nilang tatandaan, network devices ay mga physical hardware components na ginagamit sa network para sa communication, while in the other hand, ang network topology ay arrangement at interconnection ng mga devices sa loob ng network na nagtatakda kung paano ang data ay ipapasa at kung paano ang network ay naka-organize. Okay, so last is peer-to-peer network. Is a decentralized communications model where each computing device or peer on the network can function as both a client and a server. In a peer-to-peer network, devices can be directly shared files, resources, and services with each other without the need for a central server or authority. So when we say peer-to-peer network, so we call it also point-to-point. Okay, so computer to computer. Using a cable o crossover cable, so pwede tayo mag-perform ng peer-to-peer using cable only. We don't, no need to use a switch or any other device. That's the peer-to-peer network. Okay, for better understanding of how does network topology works, I prepared a video and take notes the information from the video. So for a while,
Computer network topology. The arrangement of networks that represent how the computers are connected to each other is known as topology. There are 5 types of topology: mesh topology, star topology, bus topology, ring topology, and hybrid topology. Mesh topology. In mesh topology, each device is connected to every other device on the network, through a dedicated point-to-point link. If there are n devices in the network, then each device must be connected with n-1 devices of the network. Advantages of mesh topology. No data traffic issues, as there is a dedicated link between 2 devices. Mesh topology is reliable and robust, as failure of one link doesn't affect other links, and the communication between other devices on the network. Mesh topology is secure because there is a point-to-point link, thus unauthorized access is not possible. Fault in the network is diagnosed easily. Disadvantages of mesh topology. Installation and configuration is difficult. Cost of cables are high, as bulk wiring is required, hence suitable for less number of devices. Cost of maintenance is high. Star topology. In star topology, each device in the network is connected to a central device called hub. The devices can't communicate directly. They can communicate with other devices through the hub. Advantages of star topology. Less expensive because each device only need one I/O port to connect to the hub. Less amount of cables required, because each device needs to be connected with the hub only. Robust, if one link fails, other links will work just fine. Easy fault detection because the link can be easily identified. Easier to install. Disadvantages of star topology. If hub goes down, everything goes down, none of the devices can work without hub. Hub requires more resources, and regular maintenance because it is the central system of star topology. Bus topology. In bus topology there is a backbone cable, and all the devices are connected to this backbone cable through drop lines. Since all the data is transmitted over the main cable, there is a limit of drop lines and the distance a main cable can have. Advantages of bus topology. Easy installation, since each cable needs to be connected with backbone cable. Less cables required than mesh and star topology. Disadvantages of bus topology. Difficult to detect any fault. Not scalable as there is a limit of how many nodes you can connect with backbone cable. If the backbone cable fails, the complete network crashes. Ring topology. In ring topology, each device is connected with the 2 devices on either side of it. This structure forms a ring, thus it is known as ring topology. Each device in ring topology has a repeater. If a device wants to send data to another device, then it sends the data in one direction. If device 1 wants to send data to device 5, it first sends the data to device 2. If the received data is intended for other device, then repeater forwards this data, until device 5 receives it. Advantages of ring topology. Ring topology is easy to install. Managing is easier, as to add or remove a device from the topology only 2 links are required to be changed. Disadvantages of ring topology. A link failure can fail the entire network, as the signal will not travel forward. Data traffic is more, since all the data is circulating in a ring. Hybrid topology. A combination of 2 or more topology is known as hybrid topology. For example, a combination of star, ring, and bus topology is a hybrid topology. Advantages of hybrid topology. We can choose the topology based on the requirements. Scalable, as we can further connect other computer networks, with the existing networks, with different topologies. Disadvantages of hybrid topology. Fault detection is difficult. Installation is difficult. Design is complex, so maintenance is high, thus expensive.
Every week, you will be notified.
Alright, that's the explanation on how to work network topologies. Alright, so that's the end of our discussion regarding device or network devices and network topologies. And I hope you learned something for our uh, topic today. Alright, so that's the end of our discussion. So be hydrated, everyone. So thank you for your listening.